Hello, welcome back to 100 years of Naz-Dar history. I ended the last video in 1969 where I mentioned that Pantone introduced a color matching system for the printing industry in 1963. By the end of the decade, this system had been adopted by enough commercial printers for Naz-Dar to release this full spread advertisement in the June 1971 Screen Process magazine, introducing the first screen printing inks to match the Pantone base colors. Note that this ad for a color system is printed as a two-color duotone image. This was common for that time, as full color printing in magazine advertisements was cost prohibitive. We continue to be a Pantone licensee today, which allows us to use the Pantone name in our technical data sheets and in our color matching support materials. At the end of the 60s, the Screen Process Printing Association, or SPPA, dropped process from their name to become the Screen Printing Association. The industry was also encouraged to drop silk from the name of the process. By the early 1970s, these changes were in place and accepted. In the early 1970s, direct diazo emulsions were being made by many companies. Nazdar introduced the Enkisol emulsions with a Directoflex machine, which is a combination light source and vacuum frame for direct emulsion screens. Yolano also introduces a direct-indirect stencil system and photocoat direct emulsions at this time. As the industry grows and print runs increase in size, direct emulsions create a more durable screen capable of producing more impressions at higher print speeds. In 1972, Nazdar celebrates its 50th anniversary with this article in Screen Printing magazine. The photos taken for this article are some of the oldest original photos we have of the executive group and the Chicago facility. The 50th Golden Anniversary Catalog, number 33A, is released, which we have several original copies here in our library. This ad gives us a visual of the catalogs the company had printed in its first 50 years. We only have a couple of these in our library. Should you have one of them, please send them to us. In 1972, California adopts Rule 66, which controls the emissions of volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, from stationary sources in San Diego County. This is later adopted in Los Angeles County and then statewide. This is significant as it forces the development and use of water-based and UV inks industry-wide in future years. In 1973, the SPA forms the Academy of Screen Printing in order to encourage industry experts to write technical articles to help everyone in the industry learn and apply new technologies. These technical articles are combined in binders to create the SPA technical guidebooks, which for many years were the primary reference materials for screen printers that joined the SPA. At the end of 1973, Nazdar formed a sign division in Detroit, where Nazdar, Michigan manager Don Finwall states, "This new division reflects growing pressure from the screen printing and sign companies in the Detroit area who require the ordering and delivering convenience of a one-step source." The following year, Nazdar acquires controlling interest in the French manufacturer Serigraph SARL of Corbel, France, which is renamed Nazdar Europe SARL. Later in 1977, Nazdar licenses GBW de Mexico, SA of Mexico City, to manufacture the entire line of Nazdar inks in Mexico. The list of Nazdar distributors continues to grow. This 1974 ad shows distributors in Alaska, Hawaii, and around the world. Grace Screen is one of the international distributors that remains today. Naz-Dar introduces several new products in the 1970s, many of which are focused on the growing t-shirt printing market. The PS Plastisol series inks for direct and transfer printing on shirts, the 6000 series textile ink for light colored cotton garments. Benefits are it can be used with any type of stencil, will air dry, can be heat set, and remains a soft hand feel. The PT Thermoset series textile inks that are designed to be soft and creamy to increase production speeds. The DA series nylon and flock adhesive ink, which is an exterior durable ink used on waterproof fabrics like jackets, sails, and awnings, is still sold today. The 44,000 series fast dry vinyl ink is superb for press runs, air dries in 2 to 5 minutes, and jet dries in seconds at low temperatures. Also, the PA series from the Joseph Podger Company, now a Naz-Dar product, for printing on untreated polypropylene and polyethylene. This product is also still sold today. There are many other noteworthy industry developments in the 1970s, such as the GTI color viewing stations with 5000K lighting. The spacious screen printing equipment enters the US market. Carlson Company's light integrators for screen exposures. The introduction of electronic and mechanical screen tensioning meters, and monofilament polyester and nylon mesh. All these developments move the industry forward with improved quality, efficiency, at higher print speeds. In 1977, Nazdar was acquired by Thrall Enterprises Incorporated, and John Pottage remains president of Nazdar. Changes in the executive group do not occur until the 1980s. That same year, this ad from Casey Coatings may be promoting the most important industry product development of the decade. Casey Coatings announces they have been testing their KC Photoset UV curing inks for 2 years, and it is a proven technology. This technology promises greater ink mileage, instant curing or drying, with equipment that takes less than half the space of a jet dryer. Companies KimCut and Lindy introduced UV curing systems in 1979, which are the critical partner to these new UV inks. Join me next month to find out how UV inks affect Nazdar and the screen printing industry. Until then, Nazdrovia.